Yes, people, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. As always, people, make sure that you lot are smashing up the lights. Make sure that you lot are subbing to the channel. Make sure that you're following all the man them. Make sure you're following Rob. Make sure that you're following ads. These guys haven't got their YouTube yet, people, but trust me, I'm on them about that. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna go through the chat in a second. Obviously, we've gone a little bit earlier today, people, because I'm actually gonna be at Baller Leagues later. My boy's starting. I think he should be starting against SDS. So a bit later. So I need to just leave a bit earlier today. So we thought we'd go a little bit earlier today. But Rance will probably redirect anyway, if anything. But before we go through the chat, let's quickly go through the sponsor. As always, people, make sure that you lot are checking out Jersey FC Soccer Shop. Yeah, for 20% off. Don CFC. Like I said, you get all the Chelsea kits on there. If you're an op in here, you get all the other kits in here as well. The vintage ones. They actually sent me the kit the other day. It arrived, people. So let me show you lot the kit so you can see what it looks like. So this is it. This is it. Yeah. See that?
That's clean.
Oh, vintage.
Yeah.
I like
So vintage. You know what I'm saying? Vintage Chels. I haven't got it on today because I can't lie. I need to adjust the neck a little bit. It's a little bit big on the neck, but you can see what it looks like here, people. You know what I mean? So Don CFC at checkout, you'll get 20% off, people. Make sure that you're checking them out. But man, them, what you lot saying first of all, man? You lot good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm ready. Let's do this. It's gonna be peak, but we're here. Fun is
man's on the defense already, you know. Hey, man, you're doing this. Man's on the defense already. Why you on the defense already, bro?
hey, I feel like Jake Paul today or something.
No. You're defending. Wait. Jake Paul was running, bro. There's a difference.
There's a difference. You know what I mean?
You're right.
Yeah. You showed up. Ads, what you saying though, man?
I'm good. Listen, bro. 1:30 Saturday afternoon, I was fuming, bro. It was looking dark, looking like a 3-4-5-0 thing in it. But yeah, man, I'm all right. Just busy, bro. Christmas period, you know what it is, bro. It's a mad thing, but we're here, man.
No, 100%. Yeah, man, it's busy, man. It's busy right now. I can't lie. But let's go through the chat. Let's see who's in here. You've got Bakayo. It says this is my favorite show on the Chelsea side of football on YouTube. So entertaining. Big up. Man, Blue Diaries is getting bigger and bigger, man. I've got a lot of plans for 2026 as well, people. I just wish that everyone was all in England so we could do more things together and stuff. But trust me, man, there's more things I've got planned. I'm gonna chat to the mandem about that as well. Big up here as always. Say subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you lot are subbing. Make sure that you lot are liking up the video. You've got Cole Palmer in here. Says big up Don. Big yourself up, bro. You've got 10 in here as well saying big up. Who else is here, man? Star Slayer says this show is one of my favorite weekly shows now. Even though I don't agree with a lot of what Don says, big up Don. Hey, listen. Not everyone's gonna agree with what I'm saying. This is why I love the game, because there's so many different opinions. You know what I mean, bro?
You know one meme with a guy that was at Love Island where he's like, I'm not a big fan of you, but keep going, bro. Keep going.
Yeah. That's literally where it is. That's literally where it is, man. But big yourself up every single time. It says late. Hey, man, we had to wait around for a little bit. Big up the chat, ready for 49 slander sesh. Listen, Rob said he's ready. So let's get straight into it, people. Let's get straight into it, man. Just one more here. It says Vesti, big up Don on the panel. Mr. John, normal stream of ranks. Bro, again, I was just saying I'm going Baller Leagues later. That's the reason why I had to go a bit early today. And big up Natalie as well. You've got AP, says also Don, please watch alongs. You know what it is about the watch alongs, people, yeah? Where my TV is, it's in my room. I can't stream in there. So I need to get I basically need to get a subscription to watch the games at 3 p.m. and stuff, right? Because where I'm like streaming here, I haven't got it. So I don't want to get these dodgy links and then I'm having to, it starts, refreshing and I'm watching it, you guys. It's just, I need to do it.
The chat tells you a goal has been scored. You ain't even seen it yet.
I ain't even seen it, bro. It's like 2 minutes behind. You know what I mean? So I need to get the pattern. I'll speak to Matisse.
Big up my boy Gerald in the chat. I say Robert don't fall for today. You know what?
Yeah, man, but I'll sort it out. I'll definitely sort it out. But by the new year, if I'm not at the games, I'll aim to be going live. But that's the reason why, people. But let's get straight into it. Let's talk about Saturday, people. It feels like a long while away, because it was the first game and there was so many games on Saturday. It's mad, right? But obviously going into this game, we spoke about how many injuries that Newcastle had. They were still able to field a really good team, but they were missing key players like Livramento, key players like Dan Burn and whatnot. But they still had a very good 11. Joe Linton did start in their midfield, but they had Ramsey that started in their midfield. But that first half, bro, It went exactly how the games have been going every single season. We go to St. James's Park, right? Where they press the life out of us, where someone makes a stupid mistake, right? Last season, it was Lavia, if you guys remember, he made a mistake quite early. And then this time round, it was fucking Fofana. Yeah. So I could put money on someone else next season. I don't know who. There'll be someone else that will make a mistake early. And then now we're conceding so early in the game. We love to concede within 5-10 minutes at Newcastle. And then now we're chasing the game, right? No one's winning their duels. No one's doing the basics. Fofana, bro, for the second goal. You know, Rob, we'll talk about that after, but sleeping, right? For the first goal, just a you know, avoidable mistake. You know how we were talking about Maresca last week and avoidable mistakes? That mistake that Fofana made was so avoidable, right? The wing play from Garnacho first half, kicking the ball off the pitch. Neto not really getting involved. Palmer, you know, Caicedo and Reece struggling to get their foot on the ball. We were getting blammed. And we were lucky that it wasn't 3-0 up because MEADY, bro, he scores that goal. Yo, I don't think we'll come back in that game. We'll come back 3-2 or something like that. But to score 3 goals, I didn't see it with the attack and how they were moving. Yeah. Second half, we scored a goal quite early, which helped change the game. And obviously, João Pedro was fantastic. For me, I thought he was really good in the game. We'll talk about him more as well. But he was very good for how he took that goal. But the amount of times that we kept breaking down the attacks, guys. Garnacho, I lost count. Neto, I lost count, right? Palmer not really being influential in this game. Caicedo was unbelievable in the second half, and he should have walked away with getting a W, bro. You know what I'm saying? And Reece, obviously, he picked up in the second half as well, right? Rob, what went wrong for you in the first half? First of all, let's talk about the first half, man.
For me, obviously, the Fofana mistake happened. For me, again, you know, he was a fault for both goals, but beyond that, for me, I told you before, I told people before even the game started, I'm not a fan of Reece midfield. I know he was you know, outstanding there against Arsenal, but if your game plan is to go and control the game and dominate possession, Reece is not it in midfield. If you're gonna go and absorb pressure like you did against PSG, absorb pressure and like you did against Arsenal, then yes, I'll have Reece in there. But for me, Reece and Caicedo in midfield doesn't work. You will struggle to get control of the game. You'll struggle to pass because they're both defensive minded. It seems like Reece reads the game and he wants to go where Caicedo is. Whereas, you know, he should trust that Caicedo is gonna win the ball back, and then you are in position to receive the ball. But he drops back and doesn't offer himself as an option once Caicedo has won the ball. And so you find himself like I don't know, somebody put the comp of Caicedo, the Caicedo passing in the on Twitter overnight.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, but in the first half you could see like I couldn't see the one time that he passed the ball to Reece. It wasn't because Reece was either too tight, too close to him, or he was behind him, right? So, but you know, you can see the difference was Enzo came on, right? Because Enzo started making those runs, start opening up space, and Caicedo had more room to play the ball in because Enzo started dragging men, you know, in and out, right? And the few times we found joy is even in that first half is when Reece actually made a run, right? He made a run beyond, and all of a sudden we found space. But you know, that's not Reece naturally. So you find yourself naturally, if you're trying to dominate possession, that Reece and Caicedo are all in the same area. Like they're all right there. You saw it against Bayern, right? I know we saw the goal that Cole Palmer scored against Bayern, but it was almost a turnover because Reece and Caicedo were kind of scrambling for a pass, and then he fell gratefully to Cole Palmer, who went in and did his magic. And for me, that was the crux in the first half. We couldn't control the game. We couldn't conjure up 2 passes in our midfield, and it's not because you know Reece is bad or Caicedo is bad. It's just that both of them in that midfield does not work for me. It's not a good combination. If you're going and trying to dominate possession and you're trying to control the game, that it just doesn't work. Put Reece right back if you want. Put Andre Santos in midfield. That's what I said before the game. Put either Reece or Gusto right back, or by play Enzo, or if you're gonna drop Enzo, play Andre Santos in midfield because a natural midfielder is gonna make those midfield runs where he sees the space. That was the problem for me. The midfield, we didn't control the game. and it was all everything else was a domino effect off of that.
Yeah. How about you, Az? Do you agree with that? Do you think the main reason why we didn't, we struggled to really get control was because Reece started in the middle?
Where I agree with Rob is definitely we struggled in the midfield, but I thought that's less to do with personnel, more to do with how we use the personnel. Because where we were better second half when Enzo actually was on the pitch, right? And I don't think Enzo had the best introduction to the game, but at least where he positionally was on the pitch meant that we had more opportunities to win second balls. Because when we were going longer in the second half, we'd go to João Pedro more, and he would win some, he would lose some, but he was winning a hell of a lot more than Neto against Hall, and then Garnacho against MEADY, which I don't know why Sanchez is doing that first half, and we saw how that changed from second half, right? But in that second half, we actually had players closer to João Pedro for winning second balls, and obviously Enzo was naturally higher, and Rob's definitely right. When Reece plays with Caicedo, he's a lot deeper. But for me, going into this game, I don't mind having them two there as the base because we saw it work against Arsenal before obviously Caicedo's red card. They were excellent against Arsenal. They're a very physical team. But in that game, they also had a third midfielder alongside them. Now, I don't know why Enzo didn't start. I don't know if it was because of fitness or whatever, or tactical, but
I think it was fitness. I think it was fitness, personally.
He looked a bit rusty coming on, and there were times where he wasn't looking the most fit, and there was people running past him, and I'm like, why is people running past you when you're the fresh guy on the pitch? But that's neither here or there. My main issue is there's games on paper where it's like, man, I don't care what's going on. 3-man midfield is necessary, and Newcastle away is one of those. Especially coming off of playing against Sunderland last week and losing in a derby, you don't need men to come in with piss and vinegar, but they're gonna be coming with 120% intensity, bro, on man's neck. So we had to be prepared for that storm. We obviously don't help ourselves by shooting ourselves in the foot with Fofana's mistake. That was horrible. But for me, if Enzo don't start, that's fine. That's what Andre Santos is there for. That's what this guy who was rumored to be a 60-70 million pound target for Juventus and other clubs in the summer, that's what he's there for. Utilize a 3-man midfield, like we did against Bayern Munich, like we did against PSG, like we did against Arsenal and had some success. Liverpool too. But for whatever reason, we didn't do that. We went with obviously 4 attacking players and obviously our only 2 wingers that are fit starting the game. So second half, when we want to change things, we can't really change the wing area. So for me, the lineup didn't make sense, but I'm not going to put it just on the manager. Players, they have to be prepared. Again, you got to avoid mistakes early on in games like this. But you got to be prepared to fucking battle in games like this, bro. Be prepared to win the duels, fight for the second ball, and we were not doing that at all. Again, guys like Cucurella were poor first half in terms of duels, and again, I mentioned him because he improved second half of duels. But I mean, just in general, man, we were awful. But obviously, Caicedo helped us trying to get us through the press, showing for the ball, and actually trying to, be able to play under the pressure, which is something that Reece James does struggle to do in midfield. I agree with that. But man, obviously we're going to talk about the positives, and again, Reece James stepping up in that moment, because about that moment, bro, it was looking like a dark day, bro. 3, 4, 5-0 settings, bro.
It was looking dark. It was looking dark, bro. And listen, big up Robinson for this comment. It says, Reece has been great in midfield, but that means we are like playing with 5 defenders, 2 defensive and takes away from the attack. What's your take on that, Rob, man? Because for me, what I was kind of looking at in this game, I was thinking, okay, if Reece is going to play in the middle, because one thing about it right now, it's clear that Maresca doesn't trust Santos more than Reece in the midfield. That's what it is. Because naturally, we weren't looking at Reece to be ahead of Santos in the middle. Like last season, I was saying Reece is starting in the middle because Lavia is not fit, right?
Yeah.
And I was saying next season, I doubt we barely see it. We rarely even see it because Santos will be here. Obviously, we signed Fugo as well, so they'll have more midfield cover. But at the minute, he seems to still be going with Reece. And what I expected from Reece on the ball, Rob, is for him to be getting the ball and spraying those passes, especially on such a big pitch, like what we played against Newcastle. Getting the ball, you might not be able to drive with it like a Lavia in terms of the press resistance, and like what we saw against Arsenal on the ball. But what I expect from Reece is get on the ball and find those passes, because we know his passing ability is crazy. You know what I mean? So I don't think Reece. I get the point you're making, Robinson, in terms of you'd rather a more natural, progressive midfielder. But Reece does help with our attack in a way when he's playing in the midfield, because he's very good on the ball in terms of passing. And the Arsenal game, it goes back to the point when I'm talking about Reece in the middle. I don't see Reece driving with the ball the way he did against Arsenal much when he's in the middle. It's very much get it, kind of jog on it, pop, pass it. He'll win the ball back for you. It's very safe, if that makes sense. I don't really see.
Yeah. That's the point I made though. Like if you're playing on a counter and you're absorbing pressure, and you're playing on the counter with Reece-spraying passes, with those long range passes, absolutely, he's absolutely incredible at that, and that's
Yeah.
you need him for that. But in a game like Newcastle, you know they're gonna press you like a madman, right? You're not gonna press you. What you need to do is take the sting out the game, right? You keep it simple, make them chase you for a little bit. They're gonna get tired after 15, 20 minutes, and then the game is gonna settle down. But when you make it, when you play Reece there, you make it a basketball game, which plays in your favor. You make it, you get the ball, you spray passes long, right? And then either Garnacho gets to it or Miley gets to it, and then they only counter. And so for me, with Reece in midfield, I don't think when you're going into the game to dominate possession and to control a game, he's good at because he's not good on a half turn, right? Like if the ball is passed to him, right, in midfield, it's not, in the second half you saw a couple times, Caicedo, like the ball comes to him, he already sees Enzo on the left of his eye or the right of his eye, and just passing over looking, right? Reece will pass what's in front of him, right? He's a midfielder that when you give him the ball, and especially the opposition goal, he will get the ball, control it, spread the pass, right? Where I don't know if you saw one action where when Enzo, like shortly after Enzo got in, right? Enzo got the ball, right, and he got the ball and passed it straight, just smallly, he got the ball and then did a 1-2 touch back to Caicedo. The fact that he got the ball attracted Tonali, right? Now, Tonali is closer. Now Tonali now feels like he needs to go press Caicedo. Now Enzo Fernandez goes into the space behind Tonali and Bruno G. And then Caicedo beats Bruno G, and all of a sudden, space open up. Cole Palmer gets it. Enzo continues one. He passes to Enzo. Enzo dummies it to Neto. Neto cuts it back to Reece. Reece gets a shot on goal, right? But for me, that's, if you have Reece in that midfield, either Reece will pass there and then stay. He won't read the space behind and make the ones in behind, right? And that for me is the problem. And that's what that guy said. We are too defensive because Reece instinct is let me protect, right? I said also instinct is let me protect. Enzo's instinct is let me build up. Let me build up so we can go. Andre Santos is the same. Let me build up and let's go. Reece is okay. If fire comes, I'm putting it out, and then I'm gonna stay here to protect my man in the back, so that so to come all the pressure. Maybe it is going too defensive, and I understand that against the bigger sides. Against sides like Newcastle, for me, you need to control that game. You need to put a natural midfielder in there who's good at reading spaces in behind and who's good at controlling and with the ball on a half turn and making passes on a half turn, right? And
this is what I was saying, because when was going back and forth in the group chat, obviously big up Jimmy, right? And he was trying to crash it on me the other week when I was like, bro, like I want to see Santos playing in the midfield. Like I want to see him, because at the end of the day, yes, he had a poor game against Leeds, but so many other people did as well, right? You're talking about a guy that got into the fucking team of the year last year, week after week. I'm just seeing won the ball back God knows how many times, bare interceptions, bro, just all over the pitch, right? And we've seen that as well at Chelsea. The Club World Cup, when he would come off the bench against Burnley, he was very key in us winning that game. Obviously, he got man of the match, right? I know he's been a bit up and down, like he hasn't been consistent in the team. But then again, bro, we saw man play as a 10 against Forest. We've seen man play as a 6 in certain games. It's been consistently chopping and changing, right? But when you've got Reece on the pitch, because no one's saying to take Reece out the team, ads. Reece can still be playing in the middle or inverting into the middle from right back. But at least when you've got, let's say, Reece doing that, and then you've got a Santos on the pitch, that allows Santos to go further up or Enzo to go further up, right? Because Rob's right. When Enzo came on, we just got a lot more balance in that midfield, bro. It was a lot more balanced. It was a lot more fluid. The amount of times I was seeing us cutting through Newcastle's midfield, right, and giving the ball to Neto on the right. So we'll go to the attackers after. They need the whole section, yeah? I'll go into Neto, go into Garnacho. Enzo was doing that. Rob's right. Reece is more, steady, kind of steady in there. And like, I'll be real. If I saw Reece playing in the midfield like what he did against Arsenal every time he played in there, I wouldn't have a problem. But that performance, I'm sorry, that's the best performance I've seen him have in the midfield. I haven't seen him be at that level on the ball. Like when I saw him on the ball at the bridge, I'm like, yo, like Is this the same Reece? You know what I mean? Bowman was just
you still do see flashes of that even in the first half time. There were still flashes of that. There's one good again when we got to the end of the half, we actually started to have some long possessions because their press was starting to like fade a little bit. We actually getting a bit more on the ball. And you saw flashes of Reece doing some really good stuff, driving actually with the ball, and it led to some attacks, which of course died a timely death of our attack. But again, we will get to that. But I feel like with Reece, people just again. Enzo and Caicedo have had 2.5 years now to build that synergy. And obviously, we've got the system now where Enzo plays a bit higher up. So naturally, they're going to have the certain patterns of play where Caicedo can find him seamlessly, right? So that's fine. Again, I feel like Reece does offer a lot in the midfield. But for me, again, with the approach of having Caicedo and Reece in there, you've got to then... The reason why the midfield a big part of the reason why the midfield didn't work is because you have Palmer there in the team, which just doesn't work in big games. You've seen it so many times where we're playing against a physical team. They're packing out that midfield area, and who's Palmer going to combine with? Especially when Caicedo and Reece, like you guys are mentioning, are playing deeper. Palmer's just there offering very little, and when he was receiving the ball between the lines, he was struggling. For me, I don't get why you don't start this guy off the right. You then have an extra midfielder in there in Santos. You have a 3-man midfield, and then you have Gusto making those overlapping runs, and then he offers you the extra run from deep that's harder to track, which we saw work against PSG. It was working against Bayern Munich too, and that's how you get the best out of Reece and Caicedo in midfield. But we didn't do that. I will just mention second half, even before Enzo came on, Reece James and Caicedo stepped up again.
They did.
Towards the end of the first half, we saw Caicedo taking that risk of being like, you know what, F it. Even if I'm going to receive it with a guy with Bruno literally on his back, I'm going to receive the ball and be ready to take it and then win us fouls and get us up the pitch, right? And he was doing that great. Then he was flinging passes first time. Then he was making nutmegs and getting us up the pitch, and that was quality. And then Reece James was also finding passes in between the lines, and that's what led to obviously getting the free kick, which led to the goal. And listen, we spent a bit of time talking about the weaknesses of Reece in midfield, and of course, he's not a natural midfielder, but he's a natural baller. He's one of the best and most complete footballers in the league. And listen, you can't talk anymore about Reece without mentioning the fact that bro got us back into that game single-handedly. Because guys, we've seen it many times over the last 2, 3, 4 years. When we're down in the dumps like that, normally we struggle because we haven't got an Eden Hazard who can bail us out of a moment, or a Cesc Fabregas, or a Diego Costa. But the guys who's of that ilk in this team, and he's proven it many times, is Reece James. Because brother, the man scored 4 free kicks this year, bro. Alone this year, he's got 4 free kicks. Hella mad moments. Even defensively, the last man tackle on Harvey Barnes, that was world class.
Facts, world class.
This guy, the fact that he brought us back into the game like that, it's crazy. And again, this doesn't take away from the points that you guys are making, because I agree with a lot of it. But that being said, players like this, bro, they're one of a kind, bro, because this guy can single-handedly bring you back into a game just like that. And that's crazy, bro. That's priceless. Priceless.
100%, bro. And listen, we've got over 150 people here. Big up AJ as well, because we haven't even touched 50 likes, people. So let's get to 100 real quick. Let's get to 150 real quick, in fact. Big up everyone that's here. Let's talk about Caicedo's performance, especially in that second half. Big up CA Matthew for this, AJ. I'll come to you for this, right? It says no DM in the world can break lines under pressure with one-touch passes like Moy. Build up through him every game, and we create way more. Enough of centre backs holding the ball. Yeah. And I saw in the TL, AJ, all these little gooners were getting all rocky. Oh, Caicedo's being dog walked right now. Oh, you know, I'm seeing Tonali and Bruno bullying him. Bro, he had the most touches, the most duels won, the most possession won, most interceptions, most fouls won, most tackles, most take-ons completed. The first player to make 30+ interceptions in the Prem this season, right? And all I ever hear from the ops, Newcastle have a better midfield than you. Tonali walks into your midfield. Bruno walks into your midfield. Tonali got dog walked by this guy, bro. Tonali ended up having to foul him because he couldn't get nowhere near the ball. I think first half, Bruno got him. I can't lie. Every time Caicedo was trying to build up, they were onto him. But second half, bro, he reminded me of the performance last season at Newcastle, if you remember. He was very good in that game as well, with one less man. Right? What did you think of his performance, AJ, man?
Yo, and it's crazy, all of these stats, because he didn't even start the game well. You know, I was looking at him, I'm like, damn, Caicedo looking rusty. I'm like, he looking crazy, but you know, it's not about how you start the game, it's how you finish the game. So people criticizing him, you know, early in the game, I get it, but you know, you're not gonna be perfect throughout the 90 minutes. But the guy is so effective, man. You see how important he is to the team. You know, those passes around the corner that open up defenses, that split through midfield. Those are you see, only certain level of players can make those type of passes consistently too. He's not just doing it one time. He's doing it 3, 4, 5 times a game. And I heard Rod saying, you know, that's what Reece can't do. And that takes, you know, years and years and years of practice in the midfield. Reece ain't there yet in terms of that. He could get there because he's that type of player. But you know what Caicedo's doing, the impact he has offensively and defensively. You know, that's why I was saying before, like, we really miss Caicedo. Everybody knows that we miss Caicedo, but you see how much we miss him when he's not there. So, again, just wrapping up the his performances, you know, top notch, another top notch performance. It shows why you pay the money for them type of players. It shows what he could do, and he's only going to get better. That's the main thing. He's only going to get better. So we blessed to have him. You know, I just wish we got the game over the line, but you know, we get more into that.
100%, bro. What I was asking Amanda, what went wrong for them in the first half, right? Rob said it was the midfield, like starting Reece in there. We had no control. I think I just kind of agreed with it to an extent.
Mainly for me, the duels, bro. Every long ball we lost, and they were able to play through our press as well. So it was.
But that's exactly.
I'm the same as well. I'm the same, AJ. I think for me, the midfield, you can look at that, but I think the whole pitch, bro, we kept losing our duels. What was it for you before we go into the second half? Like, what made those changes?
I think right after the game we had a little call, and I think we basically spoke about that. It's bringing on Enzo. You know, maybe he didn't have the best performance, but just him being on the field and taking up certain areas on the field, you know, forces the Newcastle midfield to defend you differently. You understand? Because they just have to be in different areas. So I think that kind of opened up the space, and you know. Second half, sometimes, you know, you just get better as a player. You know, you know how the first half went. You know that the game's on the line. So naturally, you might just start playing better. But I think really bringing on Enzo, you know, it made that midfield connection stronger. And again, I heard Ad say, you know, we should be starting these big games with a 3-man midfield. And I don't know why Maresca was trying to run from that. But, you know, he fixed it right away. Like he does this consistently, and it's a common theme, bro. He tries something in the first half, you know, and then right away he reverts back to the regular shit and start playing. I don't know why he keeps doing that, but all right.
Yeah. Do you agree with this, AJ? He says, please, can the panelists speak on Enzo? Because I am yet to understand what he does in this team. He costs 100 million and does nothing. Which to me, to even say this comment after listen, again, let me get it right, people. Enzo wasn't amazing the other day. He wasn't fantastic, 10 out of 10 performance, but you can clearly see the difference he brought to the team. Yeah. What would you say to this comment, AJ, man?
I mean, it's just it's a player, again, who can help us control a game. You know, he can, even though he's not performing. Yeah, first of all, I don't think Enzo's having the worst season, but he's definitely not having his greatest season right now, especially over the last maybe 6 weeks. You know, but before that, nobody was complaining about Enzo. But this is how our fan base is. But
I mean, he had a slow start, and then he picked it up, and then in November, and then he's gone back to
he's burnt out.
It's been a bit, you know, which again, it's just the price tag, and obviously his stature in the game, World Cup winner. It's just you don't want to see him having these dips and like this high, which again you expect, and that's what Caicedo's doing. Caicedo has these highs and maybe some mild moments of red cards and yellow cards, but it's not this low. Whereas with Enzo, it drops really low, which you don't want to see from a player of this caliber.
Yeah.
Bro.
100%, bro. But go on, AJ. Finish what you're saying, bro.
I just think the control of the game is just a little bit better. I think also, you know, it's a muscle memory thing. The team knows how to play within a certain structure. They know who's gonna be where at what moment. You know, when you kind of make those tweaks, you know, it just changes chemistry up a little bit. So I think it's a mixture. It's not one thing that he did to make it, you know, work. It's just a mixture of a whole bunch of shit. But I think we control the game better when he's there.
No, 100%, man. Go on, Rob. I was about to come to you.
For me, people that said, you know, you don't know what Enzo does on the ball. For me, again, people also that's for this team. I don't know if, you know, maybe again, everybody has their own way of, you know, liking football, how they fell in love with football, who their favorite player is, and how they perceive. You know, some people like, for me, you know, the better players are the ones that are flair. Some people, but the better player for me are the Cruz type, who are surgical, the Kimmich, and players like that, who are cerebral and read the game and control the game from beginning to end. You know, some of us, you know, again, some people didn't rate Jorginho. I did, because I like smart players like that. But to say that, you know, you don't see what Enzo does in his team, and then you see what he does against Newcastle, like, you see automatically the space opening up. right? Because he starts dragging. He understands, like, the thing about any sports, right, is the person that exploits the space the most. Basketball, even I don't watch baseball much, but even American football, like if you know how to control space, you most likely have the advantage, and that's what Enzo Fernandez allows us to do. I just wish we could have, like, I was talking in the group chat. You said Cole Palmer didn't have much space in that midfield, right? You could see as soon as Enzo came on, all of a sudden Cole Palmer has 5 extra yards to operate.
Yeah, because there's two attacking midfielders now. Yeah,
exactly. All of a sudden, Garnacho has bare space to operate. All of a sudden, Neto is finding himself with acres of space to be able to pick. Rich James is finding himself in acres of space on the end of the box to take a shot. Like, if for people that said maybe for you it has to be what he does on the ball. For me, is what his presence allows everybody else. Like Caicedo gets better. Garnacho sees more, sees more service. Cole Palmer finds more space. Neto finds more space. Now the opportunity gets more is because the impact of his presence, his ability to read the game, his ability to exploit the space, to drag midfielders and to drag people's left and right, and then get on the ball and do what he does on the ball. For me, that's what makes him invaluable. Like, I understand there are people that will say, "Oh no, this player is better than him. He's more physical. He's a better tackler. He's better this and that." But for me, is what he brings. Like, what you can automatically see when you stepped on the pitch. Everybody automatically start getting 5 little extra yards here. 10 more extra yards there. Oh my God, Garnacho now start finding himself in better spaces. Oh, you just finished better. Neto start finding himself. You actually find opportunity to cross the ball more. Whereas in the first half, that wasn't there. Because you're getting double team and triple team or whatever.
Yeah, because what Enzo does, he progresses the play, right? Because you'll get the ball, and that's the thing. Because again, everyone views the game differently. When you've made up your mind about a certain thing, you're not even gonna look for the positives in a player. You're gonna be looking for them to be what people do now because they hate Enzo, they'll ignore any good that he does. They'll be waiting for the moment when someone runs past him. They'll pencil it down. Yeah. They'll be waiting for the moment when he has a bad shot. They'll pencil it down, right? But when he's progressing the ball from A to B, they won't talk about that. Yeah. How do you think the ball was getting to certain man in the second half quickly as well? Because when it came on the pitch, the ball was going left, right, quick. There was even because we're going to talk about Garnacho in a sec. Yeah. There was a moment where he gave the ball. In fact, within 2 minutes, he sprayed the ball to Garnacho, bro. One of the passes was a zip, like a nice zip. Yeah. If we score from that situation, you're going to be seeing Enzo part of the build-up. But because nothing happened, if you think he's doing nothing. But I know what I'm watching, bro. I'm seeing this guy getting the ball and starting our attacks. He's helping the ball progress. Someone's got to start the attacks. And he connects the midfield to the attack. That's what Enzo Fernandez does. And now, obviously, his passing needs to improve. We've spoken about this, bro. Like, when he's running at pace, I've spoken to you, man, about this before, bro. His footwork ain't great. I've come to accept that, ads, because I know you like to say, oh, he needs to be better in the transition. I know what type of player he is, bro. You're never going to get his footwork to be like KDB. That's just something you can't teach, right? That's where he needs to just humble himself. And if you're running bare fast, slow down and then fucking make the pass. Don't try run, and then do it and then just give the ball away, bro. You know what I mean? Do what you can. You know what I'm saying, broski? Do what you can, yeah? But let me read this out. I'll come to you, ads, and then we'll talk about man like Shirley on the left, yeah? And
I like this question. This guy is tough.
Big up Shiloh. It says, what does Bernardo Silva do in City's midfield?
Exactly.
When I come to you, ads.
He offers them like good press resistance. He's obviously good on the ball, technical, pick up the right pockets to be in. But obviously off the ball, he's very meaty. And I don't think he's been very good. Again, I've watched a lot of City this season because of a certain Frenchman in their team. But no, Silva's not had the best season. But again, look what they're doing. Look what their attack is doing. Which again, ours pales in comparison, bro. Because let's cut to the chase, bro. These wingers, I'm sorry. Again, it's a great point to get, having been 2-0 down and being like we were going to be on the end of a real spanking, right, at St. James's Park, and we've been there. But again, Reece James stepped up at his ground. He does what he does, right? But as much as it's a good point to get from being 2-0 down, when you're there and you're on top of that team and you have the last 20 minutes there, and we were clearly the better team despite a couple of counterattacks that they wasted, right? Cool. The amount of opportunities that our wingers got, bro, it's criminal that we didn't win that game. Because I'm sorry, we're Nacho. That scrub, I'm sorry. That video that man did about Werner getting out the club, we got to run that same shit for fucking Garnacho. But I'm sorry, because I can't deal with this guy any longer, bro. Any longer. 10 days till Jan 1st. If we can get him out then, that'd be amazing. And listen, on a real thing, right? I know he's going to be at the club for at least, God forbid, but probably at least another 18 months, right? But again, the reason why I didn't want this guy at the club is because I've seen him have many games like that at Man United where they are a transitional team. Again, this game against Newcastle for the neutral was one of the best games to watch because it was end-to-end, it was crazy, it was hectic. But like, we don't play like that often. So this is Garnacho in his best environment, which is what he had a lot at United. But I'm seeing this guy constantly be wasteful at United. And I didn't know how that was going to just suddenly transform for us. Maybe in 3, 4, 5 years, he might develop that composure and be better. Because again, we've seen some players improve like Vinny. But again, it's very rare. It's very rare. And listen, we didn't need to be spending this much money on a guy who's Premier League proven, who I knew was going to be this consistently wasteful. Because let's not forget his debut, where he cost us that goal against Brentford, right? And obviously, maybe a decentish cameo, and we know we can get to the ball and sometimes do these aimless, these generic cutbacks where like you're just hitting and hoping into an area, right? Cool, whatever. But since then, how many points has he won us? Being that you're a Premier League proven signing, how many points have you gone and won us? Because I'm sorry, this guy, for the amount of opportunities that you get, he's so wasteful. And brother, first half, if people talk about Enzo's influence, and Enzo had a decent influence, but let's not act like Garnacho wasn't getting chances in the first half to be effective. You're going up against a freaking midfielder at right back. You're dribbling at him and your first touch is baggy. You're running the ball out of play multiple times. And when you get the opportunity to actually affect the game in the final third in the box, make a key decision, get a shot off, your first touch is shit. Your decision-making is awful. You're barely testing the goalkeeper. You're firing shots over the bar. Like, bro, that many chances in that short of a time, second half, criminal. And there's no excuse for it. There's no defending it. There's no, oh, his movement's good. Oh, he tracks back. I'm not trying to hear none of that, bro. All I'm trying to hear is a bid is coming for this guy, and we've accepted it. That's going to make me happy about Garnacho. Anything else other than that, bro, it's a waste of time. It's disappointing. And I don't see no more of this guy, bro. I've seen enough.
Bro. And yeah, listen, we got Sean for this. We got Andrew in the house as well, people. Make sure that you lot are following Winter Surfer. Big up every single time, bro. Sean says, swap that dog shit 49 for Barnes and we win the game. And Sean, big yourself up. You probably watched my review, bro, because I said the same thing about Barnes. I said Barnes starts for Chelsea right now, bro. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Did Barnes not get equal, even if not better chances than that, and squander them?
Yeah, he missed. But in terms of who I'm putting money on to score with the amount of chances that we had, the opportunities that we had, yeah.
And you watch Barnes this season.
He is absolutely frying Miley as a starting point, yeah. Gordon,
he's definitely bagging those goals over Garnacho.
Bagging them, bro.
He can score. He knows how to score.
Yeah, I can still do it against Man City this season, bro. And what top team has Garnacho done it against this season? Because people are telling me about apologies against because he done it against League One fucking Cardiff. I don't care. What top team is Garnacho doing it against consistently? He's not.
Bro, and this is the thing though, Andrea. I'll come to you in a sec, right? And again, Rob, this was my biggest thing with him. You could talk about all the full play as much as you want, yeah. What's the point, bro? It's like going to a Ting's house right now. You're doing all the full play, you're sucking her nipples and all that stuff, bro. And then when it comes to doing the deed, you can't get Rocky, blood. Yeah? You can't get Rocky, and now she's pissed at you, thinking, oh, bro, you're just wasting my time. He's wasting our time by getting in these positions that you keep talking about, right? He's wasting our time getting in behind, right? Doing all these things, getting in behind. But then when it comes to it, bro, man can't finish. What's the point?
Or crazy man for getting to the bedroom and not mashing work, bro. Like, what has the world come to? Hey, you got to the bedroom, though. Hey, come on, bro.
Too graphic. Hey, bro, it's true, bro. It's true. You're doing all the foreplay before, and it comes to the deed, you can't get the job done. Yeah, now the girl's looking at you. She's laughing in her group chat. All her girls, I imagine you couldn't even get active over here, blood. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's mad. It's mad. It was like Miley got man of the match, but like Garnacho had 5 chances, right? But I swear Miley just went, well, there's no point defending because I know what you're going to do. You're not going to do anything when you get the ball. That was Garnacho. He got 1 shot on target. That was a little P roller of a side foot.
Yeah,
he didn't even get on target. He didn't even make the goalkeeper work. Do you know what I mean? I truly think he found his level at Cardiff. He found his level at Cardiff. He's finishing at Cardiff. It was easy for him to do at Cardiff. I'm glad he scored against Cardiff to get us through to semi-final. But I don't. It's just every time on Saturday. I know me and Ads are on the same stream. Every time it was like that left-hand side is a black hole of death when it comes to our attack. Do you know what I mean? It sucks the life out of the attack. You know what I mean? Everything stopped. I swear, there's a shot in the second half, Don. I don't know if it's the P roll or it's the one that went over, or one of the ones that went over. You see the rest of the guys on the right go after he shoots like that.
Yep.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
Like,
bro. Enzo.
Shoot.
That's what I
Don't
was talking
shoot.
about.
What are you doing?
Enzo,
They're like
JP,
that. I swear,
all
it's
of
like
them, bro.
four of them are going like that. He only stayed on the pitch because we had no options on the bench. I know Neto didn't have a good game, but that's a rare occasion.
I was gonna say Neto was doing the same shit, but
that's a rare.
For Neto, bro.
But that's a rare.
Like, come on, bro.
This is a rare game. Neto hasn't done something in the game. Garnacho is just. I mean, I know his level, but on Saturday, oh my god, that was a level even I didn't think I would see. Do you know what I mean? I said it last week, Don. This guy makes me miss Mudryk. Do you know what I mean? This is how bad he is.
Mudryk's better than him.
Makes me miss Mudryk. He is terrible, right? He is terrible. I don't like the number 9 shirt because it's cursed. I'd get rid of the number 49 shirt. I'd never let anyone wear a number 49 shirt at this club again because he is a disgrace. He is a terrible, terrible player. He's not going to get better because you would see something in a young player. You would see something in a young player by now who's been in the Premier League, 4 years right now?
Oh, he's been playing
when
for time.
When someone tells me he's Premier League proven, yeah, he's Premier League proven to be crap. That's what he's been doing, right? If he hadn't had that shin shot, if he hadn't had that overhead kick against Everton, no one would be talking about this guy whatsoever. Do you know what I mean? He scores against lower opposition in the cup, no problem. Play him there. Play him against lower level opposition in the cup. I have no problem with that. Play him away at Charlton, no problem. He'll probably bag another brace or something like that. He is truly appalling. His shots, I mean, I don't know how he does it training that he always hits his shots over the bar.
No, I don't even. That's just poor. That's just poor decision. Why are you trying to score like a? The man's trying to blast it on his weaker foot. Yeah, he did it more than once as well. That's the fun thing.
He done it four times. He did it 4 times.
Bro, his left foot is evil. His left foot shot is fucking evil. Yeah. AJ, before I come to you, Rob, let me come to you, AJ, right? Because this left foot of his, bro, that left foot, yeah, I don't understand. Enzo was going mad. I saw Enzo and Neto, they're both looking at him, yeah. They're doing all of this, they're doing all of that, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're shouting at him because it's like, yo, like what I said about Enzo, do what you can, yeah. What you can do, what you're capable of doing, Garnacho, is the cutbacks, right? Because you put a more dangerous cutback across goal where Newcastle defended it well. You put a cutback across goal where Neto shot on goal. So how about you do what you fucking can instead of trying to shoot when you know your finishing is not good? Yeah,
it's because he bagged those goals against Cardiff, so he's like, you know, he's feeling himself. He's feeling himself, bro. That's what it is. But I mean, listen, we all knew that Garnacho's not an efficient player, you know. But you know, the one positive I was saying is late in the game when it's 20 minutes left and maybe the wing back is tired, or maybe we, you know, put in pressure attackingly on the opponent, he could be somebody who we could bring in and possibly, you know, get behind the defense, put a ball across the box. But you know, that was the situation that we were in against Newcastle. We would just kept approaching their box, you know, time and time again. If you like, I don't know, anybody who's actually played ball, there's a drill where you bring the goals close together and it's offense versus defense. And it's literally just, bro, that's like one of the best drills you could play in training. It's fun. Like, it's all about just, you know, attacking the defense with space and making the right decision and finishing. That's all that it's about. That's what we had, like 7 or 8 opportunities.
Their right side was always open.
Having like 5
always
of them.
open.
And we don't make the right decision. We don't make the right decision, or we can't execute the strike.
It's pathetic. It's pathetic because I'm looking at Rodgers yesterday, who ain't even a left winger. Man, just cutting in, and then bam, it's a goal. Yeah, there was a pass. I need to start getting the screenshots back, people, like what I used to do last season. Right, there was a pass Ads was talking about in the group. You sent it earlier in the video where it got played through to Garnacho. Instead of opening up his body, left foot, and then bam, he decides to take a touch, you know, let the defender come back, and then he tries to go near post to Ramsdale. And I'm like, you're literally right in front of the goal there. If you open your body quicker, yeah, or even in that situation where the guy came back, you take it away from the defender, you open your body, You've got the whole goal to aim at. That's a finesse shot. It's going in, right? I honestly don't understand. And that's why I kept asking you, Rob. I'm going to come to you now, Rob. I asked you before, and I asked you before we signed this guy. Do you believe that Maresco will improve his finishing, number one? And number two, when will his finishing improve? Because I'm sick and tired, Rob, of hearing about the shit he does before the and big up Joey as well. I'm sick and tired, Rob. Yeah, I'm sick and tired of it, Rob, because we just got rid of Jackson, who can't fucking finish. I know you. That's another guy that you still cry about, right? We got rid of McWakey, another guy that couldn't finish, but we decided to go and sign Garnacho, a guy that had missed so many big chances at United. This was my biggest concern with him, Rob, and the 1v1 ability as well. So when will this guy's finishing improve, Rob? Because it's not good enough.
2030.
Do you think he has a poor shooting technique?
I think his technique is all over the place. Yes, that's his biggest problem.
He's not consistent. It's not a consistent.
Inconsistent. Exactly. Thank you.
It's not consistent.
Yeah,
Okay.
Which makes it bad.
I agree. It's not.
Oh no, it is consistent. It's consistently bad. That's what it is.
All right.
Sometimes good, sometimes you know what I mean. But go on, Rob.
No, but yes, I'm not gonna sit here and act like he had a good game, because he didn't, right? I'm not gonna sit here and say he was getting into those scoring positions, right? Because yes, he should have done much better than he did when he got into those positions, right? The first time you see the shot go, blast it over the bar with your left foot, maybe try another technique, right? In the second time, you get that same opportunity. But I'm not gonna sit here and act like all of a sudden he's a bad player. He's a player that all of those quality, or the quality that I think he possesses, all of a sudden are non-existent. Yeah, our entire attack had a poor game. Joao Pedro, even Cole Palmer had a poor game.
Bro, why do you always avoid the conversation?
No, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, you're avoiding the conversation.
I'm not saying I'm not gonna sit here and act like, oh no, yes, yeah, no, all of a sudden.
Don't you know me, by the way?
Do I think Morris is gonna improve?
Back now.
Yes. Do I think Garnacho is at 21 is got much room to improve and is gonna be a much better player? Yes. Is it gonna be tomorrow? Probably not. Right?
But Rob, surely you can admit that we should find somebody more ready than this guy right now. He was a Premier League proven player, and you're saying that, and you're right to say that we need to wait to be patient if he ever going to come good again. And me and Andrew are like, no, this is not going to come good. But either way, the point is, surely Chelsea Football Club, who won the Club World Cup, you have all this, this fanfare from that, and the fact that this is shine on the club now. Surely should have signed somebody better, somebody ready to actually deliver right now.
Exactly. That is the point, Rob. That's the point. You still believe, but by the way, people, Rob believes that Garnacho is good enough to be starting for Chelsea Football Club, right? Everyone else here, we just listen. Some people don't even rate him at all. Me, Rob, I rate him as one player. I think on the bench, bring him off the bench and that. I don't mind. Cup competitions, he's proven that he can help with that. We depending on this guy, bro. Man United, look how bad this team have been. One of their problems was depending on Garnacho, right? And that was a problem. So why do you think it's a solution to bring him here and depend on him here? Are
you depending on Garnacho? Is Garnacho the first person you think of when you think, our team needs a goal? Guess who's gonna do it?
Yeah, he's our starting left winger, bro.
He's literally our starting left winger. He's literally our starting left winger.
Yes, I agree. He's our starting left winger. Again, this idea that everybody in your attack has to be world class, I just don't subscribe to.
No one said that. Right? No one said
that. But my point is, everybody you're gonna bring me a name. There's no name you're gonna bring me.
He needs to be Chelsea starting quality. That's what he needs to be.
Who do you bring in that you promise me that will guarantee to cook in a Maresca system and a Chelsea Football Club?
I'm gonna tell you this right now. Wait.
You can guarantee me.
I'm gonna debunk this bullshit right now, okay? Because any winger with any type of ball striking on our team would get the type of chances that he gets. Mm-hmm. Any winger that has a better level of ball striking, you name it, start pulling wingers out of a hat that have a better ball striking. If Semenyo's in the same spot that Garnacho is, how many times?
You see, this is the thing.
How many times is he scoring? No. You don't want to change the subject. How many times is he scoring?
By the way, just for context, he had 9 shots. Just for context, he had 9 shots against Everton and Newcastle.
One at a time.
Just for context, 9 shots against Everton and Newcastle combined. Only 1 shot on target, and that was the P-roller to fucking Ramsdale, bro.
He had 4 shots against Everton.
So out of nine, right? How many of them? How many of them would Semenyo score? How many of them would Ndai score? How many of them would Barnes score? More than the 0.
And you are assuming, based on the style of play, they will be getting into the same exact position that Garnacho is getting into.
Yes.
I don't
Most
think.
of them, yeah. And also, what about the chances that we lose from his poor first touches, him running the ball out of play? Let's not forget about that.
Yeah.
It's not like he's offering Sancho level link up. He's not doing that.
And he's not doing those special runs,
What are you giving me?
that other players can't do. So maybe you can move off the ball.
Bro, Rob, part of it is good off the ball running. Part of it, I will give you credit for it. I'll give him credit for his good off the ball running. But part of it is the system overloading to the right-hand side and him being left on an island to be able to take a shot. That's what a couple of them were against Newcastle. There was 2 or 3 of them where if the ball would start on the right-hand side, it would swing to the opposite side. Cucurella would take the inside spot. Garnacho would be man marked by nobody because Lewis Miley would go inside to defend the player that's in between the center back and him. So he would go inside. They didn't worry about Garnacho because of his finishing. And then there it is. Multiple chances, no shot, no 1 shot on target. Like Ed said, 1 shot.
What pisses me off as well, Joey, because you're someone that obviously you've watched a lot of Gittins and that. Yeah, I know you know your stuff around him. And for me, one thing I said about him is we have bought this guy for his 1v1 ability, right? Mm-hmm. He has a different profile to the likes of Garnacho. Now, obviously, Gittins hasn't set it off yet. He hasn't been on fire. He hasn't been amazing yet. But Joey, bro, I'm telling you, I'm lying, I'm dying, bro. We watch Chelsea week in, week out. When Gittins is playing, bro, we don't give this guy the ball the amount of times that we give it to Garnacho.
We don't play left-footed center back.
I don't want to hear people saying, oh,
play one yesterday.
Garnacho runs in behind. Bro, in this game, Garnacho was touchline. And pretty much most of our attacks kept going to the left, right? This is where I'm like, yo, someone like a Gittins or someone like a Harvey Barnes, let me know if you use Gittins. Someone like a Harvey Barnes, a profile like that, even Mudryk, would be taking Miley on the outside and taking man away, right? Joe Cole on commentary, people, for you guys that are in the UK, Joe Cole compared Miley to Maldini,
Oh, bro, that sent me to
he compared Miley to Maldini.
Bro, like,
damn it. I'm watching my problem.
I don't want to bring in Jamie in this.
Before you come in. One last point before you come in.
Okay.
I'm watching Miley, right? Miley's obviously a physical guy. He knows how to tackle on that, yeah? But when you're watching him defending that right back, you can even see he's not really comfortable there, bro. But then Garnacho's just getting ushered out. He's getting himself ushered out by a guy that's not even a fucking right back. It's pathetic, Joey. It is fucking pathetic, man. Right? This guy should not be starting for Chelsea Football Club. He should not be starting the way that he is. And that's why I'm crashing it on these guys right now, Joey, because they want to question Maresca. Fairs, question Maresca for the decisions he made. They were shit, right? But who the fuck is questioning them about signing Gittins and signing Garnacho? Because that is a fucking shocking decision, bro.
Yep. I think here's the problem I have, right? Is not actually signing Garnacho at all. Like I've been very, very clear about this. Okay, like it's not signing Garnacho. If you wanted to sign Garnacho, that's fine. But you can't sign Gittins.
You can't sign both.
Then you can't sign Garnacho.
Either or.
It was either or, and that is my issue with it. We already signed Gittins. Gittins was signed. It was done. We signed him in back when right after the Club World Cup. It was done. Over. He was off of Dortmund out of the tournament. We bought him. This is just you're adding to your incompetence. That's what this is. It's when do you see that? All right, we've done a great job in building a decent core.
Yeah.
Okay? Why can't we add the? I don't even need level,
magic,
bro.
I
don't even need level. Personally, like the way that people talk about this football club, it's like we need these level. I don't need that. I need people with know-how. Okay? I need a center back with some know-how, knows how to control the game and keep our team in the balance. Because we come out of games and against these low-end teams, and we have come out with no energy. Partly I put that on Maresca, but partly put on my leadership. Because that leadership should be put on the field, should be pushing everyone in energy-wise, not just Maresca. So, like, this whole thing stems all the way back, like you said, Don, to the sporting directors. Like I don't have this energy for Garnacho because Garnacho was signed by them. It was the wrong decision. If you wanted to sign Garnacho, don't go and sign Gittins. That was it.
And that's what I'm saying, Joey. Like, I don't know who sat there. Yeah, I find it really hard, Andrew. Right, with these guys, like, because people think I just back everything that they do, and I'm like, bro, I give them credit where credit's due, right? But I also crash it on them. It honestly feels like for every good decision they make 2 bad ones, right?
Yeah.
Someone sat there and said, yeah, let's go sign Gittins, a guy that's never played in the Prem before, he's young, he still played for England under 21s, and let's go sign Garnacho, who ain't even touched 23 yet, 24 yet, yeah? A guy that's basically, similar sort of level in terms of the ability. Let's go sign both of them instead of bringing in a starting level winger, a starting level striker, right? Everything has to be, let's give it time, but there is no time in football because other teams around us will improve, and the players that we've got, the likes of Palmer and these sort of guys, bro, eventually they'll get sick of this and say, I want to dip. I'll go somewhere else where they've got ready-made stars, ready-made stars, because we should not be surrounding the likes of Palmer with Garnacho. We should not be doing that, bro. With the club that we are, the clout that we've got, the fucking trophies we just won, the money that we fucking want, we just got as well. We should not be taking these gambles, bro. We should not be taking these fucking gambles. You know what I'm saying, bro?
And I think
Don, I don't mind taking gambles, bro, but don't take as many fucking gambles.
Well, I think
you're taking a gamble in the position that Don. We used to do this all the time. Why is this so rant? This is not new things. This is not new. Like back in the day, we used to buy a youngster, and with the youngster, we used to buy a bad man. The bad man above the youngster. If the youngster outdoes the bad man, so be it. That's what has to happen. That's the way it has to go.
That's how you build. That's how you build.
Why they said, we literally did that with Delap and Pedro. Like, why is it so foreign? We went and got Delap, which was a gamble, and then you go get Pedro, who's supposed to be more proven, more ready to go. They literally did it for the striker position. Why did they choose that for the winger position? Why did they go away from the winger position?
It's I know I'll press credit. I think Paul Winstanley's credited with the pursuit of Garnacho, and he's like the one who's persistent with it. The Gittins one, I don't know. It might be more of a Joe Shields thing because he's former City and stuff like that. But you're right. Buying both of them is complete and utter nonsense for this club. It's complete and utter nonsense. They're not. My position on Garnacho. I've never thought he's good enough at all. Even this is what Man United fans are telling us that they see all the time with Garnacho. We see it. We're seeing it now all the time. Gittins, I'm willing to give more time because he's never played in the Premier League. Garnacho, I've had 2 or 3 years. I know what he is. He's never going to get better, even at 21. This is his level. Better. He's never getting better, bro. He's rubbish. He's rubbish. He's rubbish. He's absolute rubbish.
It sounds like a Robert Sanchez 12 months ago.
No. I couldn't. Robert Sanchez. I couldn't. No. Robert Sanchez at least done something. So even when we bought him, I backed Robert Sanchez. It was only last season where I went, he wasn't good enough. He's played well enough this season, but Garnacho, you can give him all the credit, all the.
No, we can answer this question. I want to ask Rob a question off of what he just said.
Wait, but I don't. Before we go anywhere, I hear what Andrew's saying. I don't agree with him. He's never going to get better. I think at 21 years old, playing for a more serious club at Chelsea than because remember, Garnacho's been here for 4 months. Wait, hold up. Garnacho's been here for 4 months, right? Mm-hmm. He looks a little bit more competent with Chelsea than with Manchester United. Now he's still making the same mistakes, but that's going to come with time. We've seen Cucurella come to Chelsea. Cucurella was suspect when he came to Chelsea. Remember
Suspect.
that? We wanted to smoke Cucurella.
He wasn't suspect.
He was.
He
was looking insane. Let's not.
No. When he started playing,
now Cucurella is probably the best left back. I'm not saying that Garnacho has that ceiling because I don't think he has that ceiling, but I do think as an impact player at Chelsea, he can be something, But we're gonna have to bring in a top class winger. That's what's gonna happen.
I guess the question.
That's the thing, though, Rob. Yeah, like they would look, Joey. It would look so much better. Imagine now, Rob. Yeah, they bring a starting level left winger on the other side, right? And then you're bringing a Garnacho off the bench and he's contributing. Yeah, everything that you're saying about him, Rob, bro. People be like, hey, Rob was spot on with this one. He's a good player. But when you're putting man in the spotlight, because Garnacho's in the spotlight right now, you're setting man up to fail because he's not at the level to be at the spotlight, bro. That's the point, right? They are so delusional in thinking that this guy can come into this team with the players that we've got and miraculously improve his finishing. His finishing is a shambles, bro. It's a fucking shambles, and it's gonna take a while for him to get his head around it. Because I see him doing the same shit. It's the same thing.
There's a couple things that I have to say about Garnacho but I want to ask Rob one thing. Okay, in the next year, okay, like he has a year, right? Let's say in a year's time, we're here in a year's time, right?
We will.
What has Garnacho accomplished for this year, and what is your expectations for him in the following year? Like, I just want to understand, like, what
you know what you say against Everton and against Newcastle's got 9 shots and only how many you say on target?
One.
Garnacho 12 months from now will be 9 shots, 3 goals.
Okay, so in total, right? Like, I don't want to argue
chance.
that point,
No
right?
chance he has a 33%.
I want to argue. Rob, I want to argue.
Maybe that's what. Like,
I want to argue. I want to see where you're at with, like, in total, right? Like, what does Garnacho in total look like in total this year? Like, what is his accomplishments in GA this year? And then I'm talking about, and then in a year's time. So, like, we have him for 2 full seasons. Like, what is Garnacho's number should look like for you?
I think Garnacho this season gets 10 goals.
10 goals. Okay. Is that all competitions or
Premier League goals?
Or Prem?
10 Premier League
or all competitions?
Hopefully it's Premier League goals.
Prem goals.
I don't see that.
I think he gets 10 Prem goals and 15 all comps.
We need that.
Okay, so and then the following season, right? In the following
season, I think it's he scales it up to 15 Prem goals and 20 all comps.
Okay. Cool, because that's literally basically what Neto did then.
Yeah, but how long did it took Neto?
First year, around 10 goals. Second year, he's looking like he's going.
It took Neto until April before he could start. We could start seeing him even shooting. Don was shouting at Neto all last season. Man, shoot! You ain't shooting. You ain't got a good shot on you. Shoot the ball. It's not until April that we start seeing Neto actually taking shots.
Okay, but I asked you a question. You don't have to change the subject. I just asked you a question. You're trying to change the subject.
I said that, and you say kind of like Neto. I said yes, like Neto. And even though Neto it was a much more higher rated player and was
Rob's not telling us when he's going to sell his stocks, bro. You're not able. The thing is, Rob. Yeah,
I'm not selling my stocks after 4 months. No chance.
Hold on.
That's because no one's going to buy him off you. That's why.
I'm not saying. I'm not saying Andrew. I'm not saying sell your stock now, Rob. No one's saying that, right? All I'm saying is, yeah, in terms of Garnacho, you aren't able to give us a time frame as to when his finishing will improve.
What? How would I know? How would I give you a time? Like, how would I
it's okay, time frame. We just got what we needed. His expectations is 10 goals.
Yeah, but that is 15 goals in the Prem next year. When is stop being a bit?
It's that simple, Don. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Like, I don't disagree that he won't improve because I think he will improve. I also think the only way he actually improves as a footballer, like longevity-wise, is if he gets stronger. Because him at his size, if he doesn't get stronger in the way that he plays football, it will never work. Like he needs to get more Alonga-like in the sense of like getting stronger, getting more physically like built because his game isn't technical. Like we know that we see it with our own eyes. It's not technical.
That's why it's about decision. His important change is decision making. He needs to be able to improve his decisions because he's never gonna, like Joey said, he's not gonna be that technical player.
Yeah,
he's not
gonna
be a moment player.
You can tell, like,
you can tell
at that age, bro. At that age, you don't get better technically. Like at 20, after 21, you're on. Even at 18, you can normally tell. At 18, you don't know. After 18, you can see the level of technical ability these players have with their first touch, the way that they can able to control the ball. Like these are things that are just natural to players. You don't necessarily get a ton better at that. Like there isn't a gap that you can cover with just training with that. That's why I said you need to get stronger.
Bro, I just don't see him. I just don't see him becoming a 1v1 guy.
The thing when
but Salah's very strong.
One thing I will agree slightly with Andrew on. He will never be an efficient player, right? He will never be two shots, one goal. No, he's always gonna be a player that will need volume in order will need the volume chances in order to score goals, right? But unfortunately, at Chelsea Football Club, we don't give you that grace. We want you to score the one chance you get. We want you to bag it. Right?
Bro, why are you saying one chance? You got 5 in 3 games.
No, I'm saying that
why is it one chance? You got 5 in 2 games each game.
He's gonna be more of a Mo Salah than Eden Hazard. Like Eden Hazard can get one chance to bury it. Right?
Inshallah, inshallah. That's all I can say.
We're going too far now. We're going too far.
No. Again, listen to my point. Mo Salah gets mad numbers because he just gets volume. He gets volume shots, volume chances, and he will end the game on 7 shots and 1 or 2 goals. Right?
Okay,
that's
but
Mo Salah. If you give Eden Hazard 7 shots, he's burying 5 or 6 of them.
Rob, how many times is Salah getting bullied off the ball?
I agree with you. He needs to get stronger. Salah is a freak.
Every game we see him get bullied off the ball 3 or 4 times. He has to get stronger.
I'm
the only way he can survive in this
I'm agreeing with you that he needs to get on the Esteban regimen and get in the gym, lift a little bit, get a little stronger, put a little muscle.
Like I said, inshallah.
The efficiency is not.
Inshallah, bro.
Let's give Garnacho 12 months. We got to see what because again, a lot of players got to improve
after 2 months, and he didn't even win season.
This is why.
Go, Joey.
I don't like doing these. Oh, he's absolutely shit type shit. He's at our football club right now. Okay?
I'll do it.
He has to get better. Okay, yeah, you guys can do that all you want. I don't like to do this. Like he's at our football club right now. Okay, like if he's gonna be able to be something for us, there's tools there where you can be used. You have to get better at some of the other things that you're currently at. Because you're going to be the 1B at you're going to be the 2-winger every single time on the pitch. No matter what, you're the 2-winger. So like you're the ball is going to fall to you. Like as the 2-winger, the ball is going to fall to you because of the amount of attention on the other side of the pitch. The ball is going to fall to you. So, sir, you are going to get Sterling. 3 chances potentially a game.
He should be like a Sterling at City.
Yeah, bro. Exactly. That's a great example.
That's his style.
Be at the back post and finish.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not even like saying, "Oh, you have to score 1 in 3." Make the goalkeeper work.
Just score, bro.
Make the goalkeeper work.
Yeah, but it will improve on that, Andrew. To say he will never get better at 21. That's silly work.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, Rob, what annoys me by it, just got one last point here. What annoys me by it, because we're going to do the previews in a set, people. Listen, we ain't even got to 100 likes. We've got over 220 people here.
That's because these guys got thumbs like Garnacho.
No, it's killing me. If you don't know what Pondu is, Google it. It's a Congolese delicacy. Like, Garnacho needs to get on that.
He does. Yeah, bro. What it is for me,
is that when he misses, eating as much protein as he possibly can.
No, 100%, bro. What scares me about him, Rob, is that he misses, and then you can see he's angry with himself, but then he misses again. But then he misses again, and it's like I'm not seeing any. I'm telling you, bro, Rob. I told you, bro. I watch a lot of Man United. What I'm seeing right now from this guy, I'm not even seeing a different player. I'm seeing the same player I saw at Man United, right? Just in a Chelsea kit. That's it. It's like Madueke at Arsenal. Like Madueke at Arsenal.
Yeah, literally, that's exactly what it is. You watch Madueke, it's nothing different than what we saw at Chelsea.
There's nothing different. There's nothing different.
Exact same things just in an Arsenal kit. That's it.
Literally.
You want no up or down. He's the same guy.
Yeah.
Like with Garnacho though, like the one thing I can't say is like, bro, like it's not that he's unintelligent. He knows where to go. Bro, he just doesn't have the balance in his own body to get the shots in.
But the thing is, Joey, what confuses me about him?
Literally doesn't have the balance in his body, bro. But you look at his plant foot and it's always slipping, bro.
Yeah, he's not in control of himself. He's not
every time, bro. Your plant foot slips every time you shoot the ball. Every time you shoot the ball, your plant foot. What kind of shit is? Who taught you to shoot? Your plant foot's inside your fucking bro. Who taught you to shoot?
You know what he's like inside shit. He'd be like tripping up and shit. He's like,
I'm telling you right now.
Majority of the time he shoots.
I'm telling you right now. I think we would have done something if Tyreek George was on that pitch.
Oh my god!
Tyreek is banging it in.
No,
Tyreek
I swear to you, if Tyreek George is in that same position,
okay, but yeah, he has to get in that same position to begin with.
Which I don't.
Here we go, man.
I don't disagree with some of it. But some of it is him just being the last man at the end of the like some of these chances of the ball coming all the way around and he's the last man that's not covered. Like they are forcefully not covered. They don't have a man covering him.
You know what this guy likes?
One last point, yeah. One last run inside, right? He no one's covering him. He's on his own, bro. When the ball is not moving, when it's not a fast break. Like when it's a fast break, I give it to you, bro. There's an instinct that he knows he can get into certain spaces. Yeah. There's an instinct, no doubt about it. But when the ball is like when we're in possession and we're in the half and we're just playing football and we're holding on because it happens a lot. We slow down the ball a lot. We know this. We slow down the ball and if the ball's coming from right and Neto's coming in cutting inside or Palmer's coming cutting inside. The ball's coming inside this way. And he's just standing there. There's no one marking dude. Done. There's literally no one marking dude.
He keeps saying this Robert guy, yeah. Hold on, Andrew, before you reply, yeah. This guy keeps talking about, look at the positions he's getting himself into. I'm like, bro, it's like you trying to give money to a fish for fucking being able to swim in the water, right? Why am I overly praising this guy for holding his fucking position? Yeah, he was playing touchline. The way Gittins plays touchline. The way George plays touchline, there was nothing special in his positioning, right? Stop talking about it like he's doing like it's a world-class skill.
Or he's effing elite cutback as well.
What are you talking about, Rob? He was literally playing on the wing. He was literally touchline like every winger in this fucking team.
Done.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, right? Let me tell you something.
He is faster than
Let me tell you something.
Like,
let me just say
I don't know though, dude. I don't know how we got away with another guy who can't shoot, bro. Like we literally got another guy.
Let me say something.
And you like both of them. That's the funny part. Two guys.
One last point, Andrew. Then we move on. Go.
Here's the thing, right? And it's not a big point, but Joey was there on Saturday. We were on Jimmy's stream. There were two expressions every time he got the ball on Saturday, second half. It was the word "no" every time someone passed him, like "no, what you don't." And the other one was, "Oh," like that. It was cries. So we knew the attack had ended. We knew the attack had ended.
Jimmy was sitting on the floor after one of them.
Jimmy was sitting on the floor. He wouldn't watch the screen. After he messed up one shot, Jimmy fell down, like obviously what he did, but then he refused to get back up on and watch the game anymore because this guy, he is a momentum and attack killer. That's what Garnacho did. He was their best defender. Miley shouldn't have got man of the match because Garnacho got 5 chances off Miley. So there's no way Miley should have been man of the match.
Yeah.
Garnacho, I tell you right now, he hasn't got it up there, Don, because he doesn't learn because he keeps doing the same thing. He doesn't learn. Like you keep saying, why is he doing the same thing? He doesn't learn. It doesn't compute with him. It doesn't download with him. I do not know what he's doing in training because we all see those fantastic training videos where every shot goes on target or every save is made by the goalkeeper or something like that. I'm telling you right now, I know Joey's like saying, oh, like give him a year or something. He will never improve. This is him.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
That's fine.
You know what this
You can do it elsewhere, blood. You can do it elsewhere.
Let me just say this, guys. I'll be here on the hill. I have reserved spaces for you when you finally click. When it finally clicks that he will never improve, right? I ain't dying on this hill. I'm having a full life. I'm having a full life on this hill. Yeah, this hill is fine.
There's something though, Andrew. There's something about this though.
I'm building a house on this hill.
Andrew, there's something about this though that I'm trying to tell you. There's 2 players on this team that they bought this year that I know they can get their money back on.
Garnacho is one of them.
Boy, I'm telling you. Let's go through this. Let's go. Go, Rob.
I'm just saying, I know they can get their money back on Garnacho and the left. Those are 2 guys I know they can get their money back on.
You know, again, people might.
I'll take 41 million, Joe.
People will lose their mind over this. This reminds me exactly of Doku. Oh, he gets in position, but he can't make the right decision. Slowly, this season, you start seeing his decision making getting better and better and better. Like,
5 games, and he's 5 games.
He gets into this position.
Doku at least has one move where he could get by someone. He has one move. It's the Majink, and then he's gone. Like, that's it. That's all he got.
I'm saying it doesn't matter how you get into those positions, right? Doku by dribbling.
Oh, it does. No, it does matter.
No,
it doesn't matter if it's off the ball or on the ball.
No. In this,
yeah, it does matter. It does matter.
No, you've gone to the point where you need to make a decision in the final third. Doku will be mostly because he beat his man. Garnacho will be mostly because he made a run in behind. Once you get there, the decision making will improve. Doku, you've seen this season that has improved compared to last season and the season prior.
Doku had 5 good games and he went back to he had a purple patch of 5 games and he went back to his normal standard.
Let's go through the super chats, man. Yeah,
Bradley hasn't been good.
Big up Naval Nation for this donation. He's actually put 2 in here as well, so I'll read the other one in a sec. And then we'll go through the preview for the Villa game as well, because I can't lie, man, it's a 6-pointer now. It's actually a 6-pointer now, bro. We lose that game, we're 10 points behind Aston Villa already, bro. You know what I mean? We've got to make sure that we win that game. So we'll quickly preview it. There'll be a proper preview. There'll be a proper say that again, bro.
I said we're at home, correct?
Yeah.
We're at home, yeah, we're at the bridge. There'll be a proper preview, people, with Billy. I just need to get his availability for the week. So me and him will go through that in more detail. But today we'll do like a brief one. But yeah, it says I can see Villa pressing us and us capitulating, I think you meant to say. I just hope I'm wrong. We all know how the first half goes. I'm expecting the unexpected, which is expected, i.e. granddad football. And then playing football, right? Let me finish the super chats. Let me finish the super chats, yeah?
That's a good one, actually. Granddad football, playing football.
And then he says, I want to ask a real question. Which Chelsea fans turns against Villa? Because that's the battle. Because it's unknown when it shouldn't be. That's bad. We should know, but we don't. And that's the problem first half. And then he says again, that's my genuine worry, which Chelsea turns up against Villa. Because it makes stupid lineups at times that weaken us, like Gusto in the middle. What the fuck are you doing? Let me finish the rest of these as well. There's a couple here. CVH says your Fofana was trash. Bro, listen.
Oh, he was awful. He was worse than Garnacho. I wasn't on the pitch. For me, he was the worst player on the pitch. He was the worst player on the pitch Saturday. Worse than Garnacho. He cost us 2 goals and then he cost us a 3rd. That's what he did.
We'll get better, Andrew. We'll get better.
Oh.
Yeah, but at least we've seen some world-class performances from him, bro. You know what I mean? So yeah, Fofana wasn't good, man. He embarrassed me. Definitely. But let's quickly go through, predicted lineup.
I just to answer Naval's question, in my opinion, I think Maresca's gonna take this as a big game. Like I think I think Chelsea in itself will take this as a big game in a manner of like the way that we'll perform early on is normally correlated to a big game, right? Like that's the way that I think that will come out in that. I really do believe that I can't believe we came out the way we came out against Newcastle. I was absolutely stunned.
What do you mean you can't believe, Joey? If we do this year in year,
no, but that Newcastle isn't that like we come out in certain games, Don, on fire pressing teams. on fire pressing teams, bro. Like the way Newcastle normally comes out in their games, like there's certain games where we come out on fire pressing teams. The last few, bro, I don't expect it against smaller teams. Plain and simple. Right?
I think this.
But against Newcastle, I thought we would be come out way hotter. Way hotter.
Yeah, I was worried, man. I was worried.
Yeah,
and the thing is, before Fofana lost the ball, we actually started off all right. I'm like, all right, cool. This makes for a change. And then Fofana just decides to change the momentum of the game and fuck up, bro.
I mean, Chalba also Chalba could have been on his toes a little bit better, but yeah, he got pushed by.
By the way, are we gonna talk about
pushed by
Sanchez
Wolfman? Fell way too easy.
The Sanchez, bro.
Sanchez. Oh my days.
Sanchez makes a decent block on that, bro.
Oh, decent.
Yeah, he makes a decent. But I mean, bro, it could be better, right? Like you could have gotten it out of bounds or something.
It could have been better.
But like, I'm not hating on Sanchez. It's a good block. He was good. I don't hate on Sanchez no more.
I think that we have to, like at Newcastle, we have to look at our record of Villa at home. It's very good against Villa at home. Our record,
yeah, that's true.
Very good at They very rarely get a draw, and no matter how they're playing against us. I think the last time they beat us was in the Poch season. I think when Augusto got sent off. We were bullying them. We were bullying them.
Not for nothing, and I appreciate what Villa's doing, but man, are they over exceeding their XG, bro? Like to like a ridiculous extent right now. Like
well, I would say
they're over exceeding it by like record numbers in this 10-game run.
If you actually watched the game against United yesterday, before that Rodgers shot, United were the better team on that pitch.
They created better chances.
Yeah.
And if you can remember, last season at the Bridge, bro, that was one of our best performances of the season against.
Right?
Yeah, we battered.
We messed them up.
I know against Newcastle, right? Obviously, Fofana was not good. Garnacho was not good, but I gotta prop up Joao Pedro for that goal, man. That's exactly the goal that
hold up got better and better every game.
Yeah, you've been looking
at already.
Striker, like hold
there's no other
control it and bully the center back and go in and score. I
think with a week we probably see Cole again. To be honest,
I think it's the same.
We probably see Cole start again.
Bro, listen, I'm telling you, Joao Pedro in this game. In fact,
big up JP. I know we're talking about player that did not perform well, but I gotta give we gave Caicedo the props. Obviously, I give Sanchez his props, and I give Joao Pedro. That goal was very well taken. Very good.
That was a world-class goal, bro. World-class hold up. You know what I mean? The finish was clean. Yeah,
only attacking.
You can see he's getting fit. That's the thing. You can see he's actually looking more fit. That's just the reality. Like we've been playing with players that are injured.
It was the only attacker that looked good. Like everybody else was
Joao Pedro, in that second half, even the chance that Garnacho had when he tried to hit it near post, it was Pedro that created it, bro. He should have left with an assist as well.
With a late game on Saturday as well. With a late game on Saturday. With a 5:30 kickoff on Saturday.
5:30. Yeah, exactly. People are going to be watching. Let me come to you, AJ. Let's go through the defense, bro. Then I'll come to
God, bro. Thank God.
I mean, I think it's Reese, Fofana, Chalaba, Cuckoo.
Interesting.
So you think Reese will play at right back for this one?
Yeah, I agree.
Well, that's what it needs to be. I'm sorry, man.
They don't have any natural wingers, so I can understand that. They don't have any natural wingers, so
Yeah, Chalaba, and then obviously Cuckoo.
No, I agree because the way that they've been playing, Rodgers has been coming off the left a lot.
Yeah.
If I'm putting Reese over there, like Rodgers, you ain't getting this. Like Reese will make it his destination to make sure you ain't getting this tonight. Like when it's a Reese challenge, Reese comes up to the challenge every single fucking time. So I expect Reese to start at right back in the lockdown more than Rodgers. Like I expect that shit.
Big facts, man. Let me come to you then, Joey. What are you saying for the pivot?
Caicedo
Enzo, yeah.
And has any news came out about Lavia at all?
Bro, forget
at
about
all. Nah, we need to have what's her face. Someone needs to message what's her face and get her to fucking ask a question, bro. It's the only way us fans.
Oh yeah. And he said the other day that there's no timeline. Like they don't know when he'll be back. That's what they said.
That's what they said.
Maresca said in the presser the other day that there's no like
time scale. I know. I'm just curious because of what like. Because if we don't have Lavia healthy, I think they go get a midfielder.
Boy, I don't know if that's going to happen.
Kobe Miner's coming in, man. We all know that.
We've got Asugo. I reckon Asugo will probably be on the bench for this game. I don't think he'll play. Right? I've seen him in training.
Didn't they say Esteval's back?
Yeah, Esteval should be back.
I don't think they'll start though. I think the front line picks itself. You know what I mean? I think the front line.
Yeah, given it. Yeah, because I don't know what the knock with Gittins was, so I don't know if he's going to be fit enough.
Yeah, I think you'll go with this again, but this time round, he's going to have options on the bench. Yeah, this time round, he's going to have options on the bench. I think this is what the lineup will be.
I don't think it's a good fit, but that's another cut thing. There's one thing. There's one thing that I'm noticing that I don't understand why he hasn't noticed. But Cucurella and Neto play really well together. Like Don, I hope one of these days I want you to just try to go back and try to catch like the 15-20 minutes where Neto ends up on the left wing.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, Cucurella just understands the type of movement that Neto wants to do, and he understands like where the type of passing angles where he wants to be. It just looks right. For some reason, like I just want to see a full game of it. Like that's my and it's not anything against what Garnacho's really been doing at all. Like it's just truly from what I saw from what Neto and Cucurella play together with. So like Joey. Everyone's favorite lineup is Neto left wing, Esteval right wing. I want to see that. I just want to see it one game. It doesn't even have to be against Aston Villa, but I would like to see it for one game.
No, 100%. I think for this particular game, I think it'll be this lineup here because on the technicality. Like Esteval just came back, Gittins just came back. George is going to leave in January, I reckon. So I reckon that's what's going to start. But the bench will be stronger. And what I need to be seeing from Maresca, if you see Garnacho fucking about again in the first half, you take man off at half time.
Yeah. He's done that multiple times.
Sorry, man. Obviously, my bad. I had to drop out earlier, and I had some stuff going on.
Go on.
But is this you guys predicted lineup or what you guys want to see?
Predicted lineup. Predicted. It's always predicted.
Fair enough. Maresca has two eyes just like all of us, and he saw Garnacho drop that stinker. So I don't know how we can start him again against Villa. also with Maresca too, I think more importantly with Maresca, mainly tactically, right? I feel like he will want to adapt things because he saw how the midfield was better with Enzo in there, but also he likes Gusto a lot, and I feel like Gusto starting is cool.
Exactly.
I feel like he want to try Neto left wing, and I feel like the big thing for me, right, is Cole Palmer in the 10. It can be really good, but it can also be really nullifying his game. And I feel like if you just put Palmer on the right, like we saw in the last big game when we had all of our main guys available, which was Bayern Munich away, we actually started with Palmer on the right, Gusto overlapping, Reece and Caicedo in the midfield, and then obviously Enzo just ahead of that. We saw that also similarly against Arsenal as well, and it works. And obviously we saw that against PSG where it worked best of all, and the man 3-0 first half past the pad settings, bro. So like, why are we not going to do that against Villa? We have like a 4-man midfield, Rodgers off the left, a lot of athleticism on a freaking 10-match winning streak, bro. Like, why are we not going to go with something that works better than Garnacho starting, who again, I've cussed this man out earlier in the stream. I'm not here to cuss man out. I'm actually here to say that this guy's better as an impact sub. So I'm going to start left wing, Palmer right, Enzo 10, and you start Gusto right back, bro. Like,
but that's the thing though, Ads. That's
what I would love that.
I would love to do that, but he's not going to do it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. He's not going to do it, bro. We saw man overlapping. Even
honestly though, Don, we can't say that, bro. How many times have we actually guessed a lineup for this guy, bro?
Yeah,
well,
like we can't say that he's not gonna do it. Like that part of it is.
Let me ask you then. When was the last time, man? Them, not just you. When was the last time, man? Them, when he started Palmer on the right.
When he was healthy.
Okay, Palmer's barely been fit, bro. So when
tell me the game.
When he was healthy.
But tell me the game, bro. Tell me the game. When the last time he played on the right.
When
was the last time he played on the right?
Bayern.
Say again.
And for Bayern, that was like
that was the game he got injured. He first originally got injured at Bayern.
He started on the right against Bayern.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, Gusto's
We
over.
played a 3-man midfield, didn't it? We played a 3-man midfield. The thing is,
he
like,
drifted.
Yeah. This would work, bro. If you play Palmer on this side like this, yeah, because end of the day, Villa have a very good midfield. I actually think their midfield is the second best in the league, right? That's my opinion on it. I think it's better than Newcastle's. I look at their depth, bro, right? They've got fucking Rodgers, they've got McGinn, they've got Onana, they've got Kamara, they've got
I like
Tielemans.
that Bogarde guy too. That Bogarde kid's pretty good too.
Bogarde, like, I rate their midfield highly, right? So in this type of game, because last season we had Lavia. Lavia started in this game to help us in the build-up and whatnot. I'm pretty sure he started in this game, right? Which allowed us to play the way that we did, right? So if you're gonna start Palmer, bro, you have to start Gusto here.
Yeah,
it has to be Gusto here, and then Reece, because obviously Lavia is not there. Reece would have to start here, yeah. So you play Reece James here, right?
Yeah.
And then obviously you've got Enzo here, but it ends up being like this. The shape ends up being like this, yeah. So ideally, I want to see Enzo more on the left, linking up with Garnacho, his fellow Argentinian, and then Gusto doing this, right? So you've still got the cover there. You've still got the cover there like this. You've got these two. Hold on, Andrew. You've got these two defending, and then you've got Palmer, Enzo there. You've got Gusto going up and down. Like,
but
even if Gusto
one thing about Maresca, he'll play Neto no matter what. So,
oh yeah.
Oh, sorry. I mean Neto. Okay, I'll swap it like this. Sorry, Neto on the left, like this. Yeah, Neto on the left.
If you're gonna have that system, it does work out. It does help with Palmer on the right because you have got Gusto and Reece James over there effectively defending that right hand side. You can allow him to drift even if he doesn't stay on the right all the time. You can allow him to drift on, which is what he done under Poch. You know what I mean? He started off the right, but he drifted a lot. Do you know what I mean? So you can allow that to happen. Listen, I think Ads is right. We can do that, and Joey's right in terms of I don't know what there's like. We've never got a predicted lineup right. Maybe once we've got it right at all. So we can't rule anything out. And he does, like I say, he will probably treat this as a massive game, which it is. But so
and then you could play Espa on that same spot for Palmer if you need.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think let me show you, man, the lineup that we had last season. I remember the way that we boxed them, bro. It was so deep. Like, I was watching that game and I was thinking, this is mad. Yeah, see, Lavia started the game. I remember Lavia started, Caicedo started at right back. He was inverting into the midfield, right? So this time around, rather than Caicedo inverting, it has to be basically Reece playing here, Gusto playing there, and then Palmer on the right. So you've still got Palmer and Enzo in the middle.
We didn't play with Palmer on the right there. What we just did what I thought we would do, right? Is we just play Caicedo where Alavia is, and then Reece in that right in that Caicedo spot, inverting, because then he could defend one-on-one with Morgan Rogers the entire game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Caicedo made the 3-man midfield by inverting, but I'm saying I don't think he's gonna. What we're trying to do this time around, Joey, is rather than inverting Gusto, we're trying to overlap Gusto and have Reece starting here. Is different. That's the difference we're trying to do this time around. But bro, this lineup, we killed them. We absolutely killed them.
They got smoked, bro.
Enzo, we were 2-0 up at half time. Yeah,
bro, Enzo loves the game against Aston Villa.
He does
love the game.
He does.
You know what I mean?
He does.
Yeah. Let's go through predictions, man. Then what do you think about the?
Did Jackson score in that game? Oh, fairs.
Enzo did score.
Enzo scored a very good goal. Very good goal.
Jackson scored the opening goal.
No, Rob. No, you guys missed what Rob did. He's trying to get off his Jackson glazing, innit?
Oh, they scored the goal scorers, bro. That's all. I'm just
that was part of his goals when he got 9 goals before like December.
Fair enough.
Let's go for the predictions.
Has to have an agenda at all times. That's Rob.
What's your prediction, AJ?
I don't know, bro. Just Chelsea win. That's it.
Let us know in the chat as well, man. How about you, Robert? Prediction, bro?
3-1. I give Morgan Rogers a banger.
3-1, yeah. How about you, Ads?
Bro, I'm predicting I'm gonna be a Villa fan in the title race if we don't beat them, bro. Like, bro, the point difference right now is crazy, bro. Like, and man, know where I stay, bro. Obviously, I don't want to ever see Chelsea lose games, but at the same time, if we're not doing what we need to be doing, bro, I'm gonna be supporting Man City come 4th of Jan, bro, because I ain't trying to see Arsenal win the league. So, man, we got to pattern up, or I'm gonna be a Villa fan. So, personally, I'm fucking sick of predicting Chelsea to win big games and then something goes left. I'm gonna probably just say a draw, and hoping that just means we go win. I'll probably say 1-1. But bro, again, if we don't beat them, what would the points gap be if we don't beat these lot?
Bro,
If we go
10.
10. If they win, it's 10.
If they win, it's 10. If we beat them, it's down to 3, and they've got Arsenal up.
Okay. Okay. Well, we got to win then. We got to win because before
them. Yeah.
Because obviously Liverpool because Liverpool. Are
to be honest, it's already.
Right I think we can finish above Liverpool, but obviously they have the firepower. If they get things right, they can. I can see a world where they finish above us. That's acceptable, right? But Villa, we can't finish behind Villa. It can't happen.
For our season, this is an important. We have to win this game for our season.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're struggling for the next 2 months. The next 2 months is dark, you know.
Very. And listen, I think 5th will get us Champions League just because I feel the English teams are going to do well, just like last year. So I'm not that worried in terms of getting Champions League football again. But at the same time, I'm not trying to finish behind Villa, bro. It can't happen.
Come on, man. Yeah, big up to Mafia for this as well. It says Emery, no wingers, no signings, no crying, just coaching. Bro, the thing about Villa, they're doing well at the minute, but they're not going to keep just winning, bro. Like can we
get a 10-game winning streak first done? Can we get that?
Yeah. We need it, bro. But you already know this team. This team's annoying because we're capable of going on these little runs. We go on these little 4 or 5 wins, and then we fly up the table. Then we have a little hunch, and then we fly up the table, and that's why we're top 4 right now. We're not going to compete. It's just a top 4 team for me right now. How about you, Andrew?
Given our record against them, I think a very solid 2-0 win.
2-0. How about you, Joey?
2-1.
2-1 to Chelsea, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, listen, touch wood, there's no injuries and whatnot.
No red cards, no bozo moments.
Yeah, it's a red cards for me. If we can get away
I'm gonna
Maresca's banned.
Oh yeah, it's Willie, innit? Man, like Willie.
He got his third yellow. Yellow card.
I would say,
hasn't Willie not lost the game?
Yeah, what game was that he managed? What game was that?
I forget. I think he's lost. I think he managed twice though. I think he's not.
Yeah. Well, listen, I'm gonna say.
Remember, he was going to Gusto before the red card. He was going, no, don't challenge me, Gusto. You're on a yellow.
Yeah.
Gusto got the red card.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 2-1 Chelsea, but let's finish up with Mr. John. It says Palmer is at his best on right wing. Pep knew this, and even that bum Poch knew it. Since Maresca came to Chelsea, Palmer has been statistically worse. Nah, bro. I think if you go check his underlying metrics last season, he was creating at a higher rate. Again, it's not his fault. People can't finish the chances.
Yep.
And he was having more shots on goal. Issue is he wasn't as clinical as his first season.
He wasn't taking shots as well. He wasn't taking shots. Remember, he took too many times.
No, that's not true, Andrew. He took his just as many times.
In big games, he's better off the right way. He can just get more space, bro. I think for me, it's definitely about big games. You can get way more space to operate and actually create danger off the right.
Yeah. I think what it is, John. Yeah, Palmer's so versatile. He should be moved around. You know what I mean? Like right wing some games, and then you play him down the middle some games. He's that good. You know what I mean? He's that good, bro. But we'll finish up there, man, them anyway, because again, I'm going to be at Baller Leagues tonight. So that's going to be a good night. AJ, what have you got coming up, bro, man? Let the people know.
I think that's true, TTM, this season. I think that's true.
You know me, bro. TikTok. I just put out a video, probably drop a couple more, but that's really it. Catch me on here, catch me on Chels channel, and we keep it moving.
Big up, man. Robert, you got anything coming up, bro? I know it's busy this week, Christmas.
Yeah, you know, it's Christmas time. I'm chilling. I might do a stream here and there. I'll probably be on Twitch with Alex Goldberg. Trying to give objective takes as I do always. And yeah, man, it's I'm calm. It's gonna be hopefully a good week, and we're chilling.
Big up, man. Ads, you got anything coming up with Mo? The ops, Husam and that.
Yeah, I might do. I might have to pull up on Mo still, but I'll be about. I also want to probably be in Gem Show at some point as well. And I just wanted to say, big up AJ for breaking Jake Paul's jaw, bro. That was vibes still.
Yeah, mad thing. But hey, I can't lie. Them American girls, they found him. Ads, they found him. You see the way I've been.
They have.
The way I've been seeing them first, bro. Mad thing. It's a mad thing.
When they discover a new one, they be all over it, but they don't know he's got a missus, bro. Like so. They're wooing for no reason. Yes, yeah.
You haven't met the American.
How about you, Andrew? Boy, you got anything coming up this week?
No, I'm practicing my elbow swinging, last minute Christmas shopping at the shops. So, I'm just getting like that to get the products, stuff like a bit of uppercuts, AJ stuff. Nah, there's nothing, like I say, I'll probably be on the terrace after the Villa game. If Chels is doing something this week beforehand, but, he's such an inconsistent, lazy bum with his streams, you know what I mean? He's not doing anything at the moment. So, but other than that, unless something breaks, during the week, just normal stuff, really.
Exactly, man. How about you, Joey?
Oh, I'll probably be doing some FIFA streams here shortly. I'm gonna go eat some lunch and then probably jump on FIFA. And
what's the time where you are?
Huh?
What's the time where you are?
It's like 12:30.
Fucking hell. Half seven today.
You might need to stream a game together still.
I will smoke this guy, bro. I will smoke you, Joey.
Oh.
We can do something, bro. I smoked Saeed already. I can.
Here's the problem, Don. Here's the problem, though. Okay, we'll actually never know, is because you live in England and I live here. Because the FIFA servers are just too bad for us to play on.
No, don't do that. We can play.
I'm being dead ass. You want to try? We can try. We can definitely try.
Man said, AJ, wait, hold on, AJ, you're mute. Man said, yeah, because I'm in a different country. What type of excuse is this?
Oh, I played mods.
I hear what he's saying.
No. I play mods. I play CAS. You think EA servers are strong enough for us to play across the country? You're dead.
Yeah, there's gonna be a delay. There's gonna be delay.
They not. They super delay, bro. Super.
There was a bit of delay.
But hey.
Yo, we should run the clubs though.
I'm about the smoke, Don. Don't get it twisted.
Pro club.
If you really want that smoke, son, I will give you all the smoke.
I made Saeed rage quit even before the second half.
Oh, I'm not Saeed, bro. I'm not Saeed.
Saeed be getting cooked on career mode on like fucking amateur.
I'm not Saeed.
You can't do that.
I promise you that.
Joey, I can't play in real life. Proper game.
We can play.
Set that up. Let's get that going.
We can play.
I'm giving you man content, bro.
Hey, I want it, bro. Pro clubs.
Especially when I'm in them man's countries, I would definitely want to get on the pitch. I want to see what these men are about.
Yeah, I need to see. On the page. I'm trying to see ads on the page. I'm trying to see cows on the page.
I'm coming in the country with smoke. Like I'm not.
If it's, can I just say, if it's a
I want to see what these men about. Like
Jerry,
they talk about it. I want to see it. I don't know what they're about. I've never seen with my own eyes. There's a couple men that got good, that are nice that I've seen. Like
let me just say, if it's a 5-a-side goal, I'm just laying it. It's all good.
Nice. That boy at catch stream went nice.
Boy, listen, people. Listen. Hey, big yourself up, people. If I don't stream before Christmas, have a lovely Christmas and that New Year's.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. Yeah.
Hey, everyone's availability right now is peak, man. Even tomorrow, I need to finish my Christmas shopping as well, people, man. But listen, make sure that you lot smash up the like. Like I said earlier, people, Jersey FC Soccer Shop.
Oh, look at that.
Jersey FC Soccer Shop, people. Don CFC, 20% off. Check them out, people. In a bit, man.
Let me see
Love.
that.